Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to have a conversation with Mr. Anuj Kapil. He is a fund manager in Taurus Mutual Funds. Specifically, he's also a fund manager for Taurus Ethical Fund. So in this video, we're going to discuss a lot about the ethical fund and also in general the mutual fund industry and the journey which Anuj has taken over the past 19 years. Thank you so much, Anuj, for giving us the time.
It's my pleasure.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Let's begin the conversation by understanding your journey so far with Taurus, and also your past experience with the mutual funds and all of those.
My journey with mutual fund is not so old. It's only that experience I have with Taurus Mutual Fund only. But I started my journey in 2005 as a forex analyst in India Cements Capital and Finance Limited. After that, I was with Religare Securities with risk and operations side. Having a stint with Religare for around 3 years, then I moved to Ahmedabad for 2 years, where I have learned what is so-called is called stock market. So I would like to tell you one incident that I have encountered. So I've got landed in Ahmedabad airport. So at that time it was like 2006 December 2006. So I've taken an auto to reach to the office, which was in Parimal Garden at that time. And when I have sat in the auto and I was going to the office, so simultaneously I have to speak to the my head office team regarding what is the exposure in this stock and what kind of corporate action in this stock and all the things. And by the time we have reached the office, and when I get down from the auto, I didn't ask him how much is the fare now. So he told me, छोड़ो फेयर वेयर जाने दो, ये बताओ आज स्टॉक कौन सा चले. So even I do not know, matlab, I was so amazed and I was so surprised how he get at that time 2006.
Yeah.
How will he does his KYC? Where is his account? So I asked, where is his account? सर वो मैं सब कर लेगा, आप मेरे को टेंशन नहीं दो. आप मुझे बोलो स्टॉक कौन सा होगा फेयर, मतलब you have to leave the fair, but you
Yeah.
have to tell me that what stock is going to pop out. I don't know. So that was the fascinating moment for me
Yeah.
to when I landed in Ahmedabad.
Mm.
So because and after 1 month or 2 months, I got to know that here 99 people out of 100 trades in stock market.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot in Ahmedabad. I met many investors there, and that was my start of the journey of investing.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to know many things. Then I moved to Punj Lloyd, which is
Okay.
a EPC company, and I was there in the Department of Enterprise Risk Management.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at my LinkedIn profile also, the most of the things which I have done is the risk management part. So it basically includes more on the forensic side
Mm.
and on the investing, like you have to read a lot of stuff in the balance sheet and the notes and all the things. And what is the country risk and what is the forex risk, what is the commodity risk associated with the company, what is the financial risk associated with that. So moreover, from there, I've worked with Punjlat for a couple of years and then moved to Bombay and then spent 7 years in Bombay in risk, in operation, in research. And then my last, before coming to the Taurus, I was heading the research department of a boutique wealth management firm in India. So in November 2022, I've joined Taurus, and the first fund was given to me was Taurus Ethical Fund. At that time, it was around 87 crore. Today, we have already crossed, I think, 270 crores in a matter of 2 years and 4 months, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is the whole scenario that we have. Right now, I'm managing all the funds of Taurus Mutual Fund along with my co-fund manager, Mr. Himanshu Srivastav,
Okay.
who is currently managing mid-cap fund.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. No, I think you have the technical know-how on all the risk which is what everybody is worried about, especially in the current market condition, right? So
Absolutely.
I think you already have the great background for it. Let's deep dive into ethical fund, and I'll concentrate much more on ethical fund because I think as we spoke, most of my audience is very interested in Sharia-based ethical investing, right? Let's
Okay.
look at specifically those funds, but feel free to share your information about other funds also.
Sure.
Specifically, I think when you told about ethical fund, from where it has grown, right? I think you told it started at 70 or something and now it's 250, right? So how has that journey been? Like we have met so many investors who are looking for specifically this kind of niche products. So it'll be great to understand that as well.
Absolutely. So, one of the thing we have the one of the quality what you can have, and I always boast around, is a one quality in me that I love meeting people. So when I got to know that it is a some kind of it's a different niche product at all, and you have so many filters in a ethical fund. You cannot buy BFSI and BFSI stocks. You cannot buy cigarette, liquor, and gambling stocks. You cannot buy companies which are having a high debt. Suppose the company is having a fixed asset of 100 rupees and there is
Mm-hmm.
a debt of more than 25 rupees, then the company is out of the benchmark list.
Correct.
And the company is having too much cash
Mm-hmm.
and it is earning more than 4% of the disposable income as an interest income. So that is also out of the
Question. Yeah.
like a benchmark universe. So and then over a period of time, when I realized that there is one thing that in Sharia, the pork meat manufacturing companies is not allowed. So here comes the experience when you have spent a quite considerable time with the Gujus. So they are a Jain people
Correct.
then, and they do not want to invest in cigarette, they do not want to invest in liquor, and they do not want to invest in any companies who are into the meat production. So
Mm.
what I have introduced that I'm not going to buy any companies who are earning their profitability or anything else from the meat uh, production and meat trading and offering the services.
Yeah.
So these are the things which I understood, and we have put forward this proposition to the Jain community, to the Brahmin community. If you go to the our website, then you are able to see that our one pager of Taurus Ethical consists of all people from all religions. So there is a Sikh also. But those Sikhs, there is a sect called Radha Swami.
Mm-hmm.
The Radha Swami Sikh sect. Anyway, any Sikh do not promote cigarette.
Mm.
Okay. Then Radha Swami sect does not promote even eating non-veg, and
Mm.
they do not promote they prohibited liquor also.
Okay.
So there is a uh, Sikh community, there is a Jain community, there is a Baniya community, there is a Brahmin community, and there is a Muslim community who is already there. So I think ethical fund, which I make sure that it is not for the particular community.
Mm.
It is for everyone. A person who believes in their ethics, in their values, and he always want to have to invest in those kind of investments only.
Yeah.
So I think there are much more filters in the in ethical schemes which prevent us to buy any wrong stock, even if somehow I am going to buy by mistake also. So
Mm.
it prevents me from buying any wrong stock also
Correct.
because of the filtering process.
Yeah.
So we met many people like in Hyderabad. We recently opened the branch in Kochi, and where I met people from Chennai, from Trichy, from Madurai, and from Delhi itself. And currently, I'm looking that I'll be opening one center in Jammu and Kashmir also.
Mm.
We are going to open one center in Uttar Pradesh also. Currently, we are present as a person.
Mm-hmm.
He's already there, but we have to open somewhere else. So
Yeah.
there are many fields where people got to know that this is a kind of product which is available in the market.
Yeah.
So people got to know, and somehow with the grace of God, we perform better than the industry average. Then we got the inflows also. So we
Yeah.
got lots of love from investors from even. So I got mostly, matlab, my inflows are more than I think more than around 35% are from southern part of India.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like I
that
think
is one
like we
thing.
discussed, right? I was telling I am from south part of India, and there are a lot
Yeah.
of people who are very interested and also want to invest in such products, right? So I think what you
Yeah.
explained is very important, that uh, the Taurus Ethical Fund is not just concentrating on the Sharia principles, but also a larger community, ensuring that all
Yeah.
these communities' principles are followed as per what is required. So I think it's a great product if you see in the market to have for someone who is looking to invest in such specific funds, right? So
Absolutely.
great, great.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think you touched upon broadly how you select the stocks, but do you want to like deep dive and understand for someone who is coming new into mutual fund, right? And he wants to look at specifically following these principles. What are the things they should be looking at before they're investing? Like because you meet a lot of investors, I think you can give some insights on that part.
So that's a good question at this point of time. So see, I'll look for the investors who are willing to put the money for minimum of 5 years. If somebody is putting the money for minimum of 5 years, he's going to make a reasonable uh, amount of returns over a period
Yeah.
of time. And also, when there is a discipline of 5 years, then your compounding process becomes very viable. And once you have started to lock in your investment for 5 years, we don't have any lock in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a lock in by your discipline. So once you lock in for the 5 years down the line, then you go for the 7 years, 8 year, 10 year down the line. And from there, as long as you are invested for the longer period of time, then your compounding is also compounding on at the better rate. So I think this is one thing. Also, as a fund manager, I want to realign myself to those kinds of investors who are going to accept the process that there will be a outperformance at one point of time and
Correct.
there will be underperformance at one point of time.
Yeah.
So, like every human being, we are also like everybody else. So sometimes we perform, sometimes we underperform, but overall, over a period of time, we tend to make a reasonable better
Return.
return than any other asset class. Like if you go for the real estate, if you go for the any FD or any AIF and any other things. So over a period of time, we tried ourselves that we could able to generate a CAGR of 15 to 18% over a period of time. And then there are many things which we are going to include over in next 6 months in our ethical. So it is not there right now, but we are preparing ourselves how we can simplify this product on a more effective manner, on more productive manner, and more the risk can be mitigated because in ethical theme we are not allowed to use derivatives.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the part of the risk management, so we are
Mm.
totally naked. So only thing what we can do, we can raise the cash.
Mm.
But what about the 80% we are invested in the market is a different
Mm.
scenario. So those are the things we are going to make in next 6 months, 8 months down the line, and let's see how people will
Mhm.
accept the things. And so I always think that the realignment of investor thought with the fund manager, with the process of portfolio management and stock selection has to be there. If investor remain, and now you will see that the investor always gives money on when the market is giving higher returns.
Yeah.
Okay, the investor don't want to. I am talking about subjective. I'm not talking about objective. There are many investors who still giving the money.
Sure.
So they'll be making money over a period of time. So because see, Latish, my problem is if you are putting money 8 months back on a certain NAV, the NAV is down by 10% now.
Yeah.
So why not make more units?
Correct.
Now, rather than wait that it will perform and then I will put money.
Correct.
So it's a journey, I think. I suppose an investor, uh, the term is investor. So what is investing? Investing, I think, is a process of optimizing your odds of success. It's like a countless ways to optimize your odds of success in the market.
Correct. Correct.
So when you are going to make that process happen, you have to make the many personal characteristics to be refined. That needs to be refined over a period of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that is required from my end and from the investor end.
Correct. Correct. No, I think great. When I speak to all the investors who reach out to me, if you are investing less than 5 years, it's not investing, it's trading, right? At least that's how I put it, because you're taking too much of risk. The risk of you not earning is much higher if you are less than 5 years. I mean, at least the data
Yes,
shows that way. So that's, I think, very important for anyone to
absolutely.
understand. Just to add on to, I think what we are going to talk about is how the market condition currently is, right? I think you already touched. Now a lot of funds in the last few months have shown some negative returns, which is also a great opportunity. But what are your views on the next 6 months to 1 year? Like someone who's looking to add more funds, and what's your view on market overall?
I think my view on the market is same, always same. So I don't give any market view. I don't have any market view. If I had the any market view, I would be making money by sitting at home, first of all. So when I have to remain invested 80% of my AUM at any given point of time, even any situation like even a corona times comes, so you have to remain invested 80% of your AUM. So you have to be more stock specific instead of become a market predicting the trends and all the things.
Correct. Correct.
So I think right now many stocks are at the comfortable valuations. There are many stocks which become frenzy. They are trading at the premium valuation, and still they need to come to their historical averages. So if you talk about the small cap, their historical average is 27x of forward earnings. So and for the mid caps, the historical average is close to 25 and 24x of forward earnings. So I think it will required a little time, little patience, and whenever it is whenever this happens, so it will take a little time. The market will test you.
Yeah.
The market will test your patience also. That over a period of time, you need to understand that I this is how I need to invest the money. The people who invest the money in 2020 March, they made the beautiful amount of return.
Correct.
The people who made the investment in 2008 September, they made a beautiful amount of money.
Correct.
And point is that everyone recall those times and think that, oh, that was the time we need to put the money. But that time is coming. That time is also there, no?
Yeah.
It is there also.
Correct.
Right now, if you see many large cap are already at the discount to their. See, look at the private banks.
Correct.
All large private banks, mostly, are available at the discount of with the Nifty. with comparison to Nifty. They are at 35% of this discount. So why not? All the PSU banks, many PSU banks are available at below their price to book value.
Hmm.
And currently, what our FM Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman has given a wonderful tax rebate.
Yeah,
So there will be a more money in the market. So
correct.
government has their eyes and foots on the ground, and they understand that money has to given to the in the public and to drive the growth.
Correct.
The when the growth is needed, then obviously if I'll tell you, if I'm going to save around 1,04,000 rupees a year because of this new tax rebate mechanism. So what I'm going to do? Obviously, I'm going to spend the money.
Correct.
I will invest some amount and I will spend the money. Where I will spend? I'll buy clothes. I'll buy a mobile. I'll buy a two-wheeler. I'll go for some travel, leisure.
Yeah.
So these are the things I can do.
Hmm.
I'll buy so you have very beautiful curtains there. I like to have those curtains in my house also. So I will buy those curtains.
Correct.
So
Correct.
I'll buy home fabrics. So I'll improve my home and I may renovate my washrooms also. I'm buying bathroom also. So I use tiles and all the things. So there will be consumption. So
Hmm.
even if this is a gala event happen in a Mahakumbh, there's
Yeah.
50 crore people have come to the one place and 50 crore people has gone to their back
Hmm.
to their places. Lot of traveling happen, lot of transportation happen, lot of lodging happens, a lot of eating happens, a lot of buying and selling happens. Even I got to know from Instagram yesterday that a person is charging 50 rupees for the charging the phone also. So
Yeah.
people are making money like crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. The Rapido guy and matlab, any bike who is much costly like 50 to 100 rupees, they're charging 500 to 600 rupees. So what they even a small person in a small medium enterprise, small business will have the money in their hand. And everybody, if they have that kind of money,
Yeah.
see, if somebody from Bangalore travel to Kumbh, so he must have bought something, a
Sure.
soap, a toothpaste, a chips, and anything. So something has been consumed over a period of time.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And normally, Latish, what happened in a month, around 50 crore people is already traveling on an average basis, is already traveling to the train in all
Okay.
over India.
Mm-hmm.
If there is no any event happened,
Mm-hmm.
that is a normal thing. Now look at that number, which is going to be exorbitantly going to be the
High.
highest number.
Correct.
So for this month of January, there are new trains has floated, new trains
Hmm.
has come, and how many tickets are booked, how many water bottles has been sold, how many chips has been sold, vendors have make the money, any kind of rickshaw puller make the money. So I think that event has already created a growth, what you called a catalyst, growth
Hmm.
catalyst for next 1 or 2 quarters.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
let's see how this pan out. But yes, scenario right now is more painful. Every
Yeah.
day we see that
It keeps
markets
falling.
are in red. Yeah, it
Yeah.
keeps falling, and today is Valentine Day, and market is also red. So,
Yeah, I shouldn't be
but
telling this, but I have been putting money for last 2 weeks every day. I ensure I do that like because like you told, right? To 2020, everybody talks, oh, it was great time to put, but very few actually put the money. Now is actually when you look back is a great time to invest. I mean, this is not financial advice, just my view. I am telling what I am doing. But I think if you have a proper plan on how you want to invest, how long you want to invest, I think the year time frame you
and
told,
it
right?
is very
Then
important that investors should speak to their financial fiduciaries because those financial fiduciaries have experience over the period of time. They studied those trends. They are into the market. They are meeting people. They are meeting fund manager. They are meeting research associated. They are meeting veteran
hmm,
people of this field also. So instead of me, a financial fiduciary, I'll tell you, I'll keep on telling these things to everybody. I do my investment through a financial fiduciary, even I'm a fund manager,
Hmm.
because I have my own biases.
Correct.
When it comes to my investments, it will be my own biases. If I want to remove those kind of biases, then I need a financial fiduciary who can guide me.
Correct.
So that my goal planning is done by somebody,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
that is the thing that I have to stick to that process.
Correct.
So if I want to become a MBBS doctor, so the process start from the class 9. Then I have to prepare myself for the competition,
Hmm.
and then I'll be coming into the, if I've selected on a MBBS college, then I'll have to study 5 plus 1 year. Also 1 year I have to spend in any remote area and to treat people, and
Yeah.
then only I'm able to prescribe some
Anything.
medicine to the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a process that we have to believe in. That outcome will be that always a different.
Hmm.
So I
Correct.
think the role of financial fiduciary is always important in our industry,
Industry. Yeah.
and more and more uh, people come through direct channel. As a IMC person, I always wonder. I got the money through the direct channel, but I recommended people that people should understand before understanding what is the repercussion when the market goes down.
Hmm.
So you should not get into fear. And there is a time when you should not put a huge amount of money also.
Correct.
And there is a time when you should sell all your faltu ka belongings and you should invest into the market also.
Correct.
So
Correct.
that is, yeah, so that is the case. When you still when my advice to a new investor or a like 2 3 year old investor, go sit with the financial fiduciary. He'll charge you very few bucks and he'll make you more wealthier what you think of.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think great advice. At least I keep telling, right? Just to save some money in the initial bit.
Yeah.
One minute. Let's close this. Yes, let's to save some money. You end up doing some take wrong decisions. So it's always better you go through some. Just couple
Yeah.
of more questions, right? I think since you're from the risk background, I get a lot of questions from investors on mutual fund. How risky is it? How they should be looking at mutual fund and risk, right? I think if you already touched on the long term investing, but if you can just add some more on the risk part, how do we manage all of that?
So point is that they are saying that in risk management, what I have learned is one thing. So there is what you call a good earning and there is a bad earning. But the question is at what price they are at bad earning and what at what price they are at good earning.
Hmm.
So the position sizing plays the important role when you're making an investment into the mutual fund or when a fund manager making an investment in the stock.
Yeah.
So if you put like 9% into one stock and stock tanks around 30%, then there will be a crash on NAV.
Yeah.
And the image of the fund manager will be ruined like anything. That this is the concentrated bet, and the bet has been taken after rigorous research and in-depth research, and then something wrong has happened.
Hmm.
Had it been that research has been done and I don't want to take a concentrated bet, I'll take only 1% position. If a stock tank 30%, that it won't be a crash on a NAV side.
Yeah.
So that is same decided on your risk management, I suppose.
Hmm.
When
Hmm.
the markets are up, so that you should follow the pyramid investing. So what is pyramid investing? The market goes up, your investment is like this.
Hmm.
And when market goes down, your base has to be large,
Large.
enough to gather more units.
Hmm.
So that is why I told you that you have to sell your faltu things and get into the market when it is needed.
Correct.
And there is time when you have to just grab your shirt and pants and go out of the market also and
Yeah.
sit back, relax, and watch the show.
Hmm.
So it's a patience game, and the risk management involves that there are, I think there are few principles. First of all, never invest on the borrowed money. When you invest on the borrowed money, you don't act rationally. So that is one thing. Watch out for momentum. So when you're going for the momentum, there will be a different scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And what could be the different scenario? You must have seen in the market also that it becomes that momentum proceeds with the extreme caution.
Mm-hmm.
When market going crazy, either because of the herd is panicking or
Volume.
charging into the stock at irrational valuations.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So I think one should ignore the market prediction. I firmly believe that nobody knows what the market will do in the next in coming days also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe market rebound and give you a better return for the coming March also.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I think it is better that
You consistently discipline and
uh,
keep putting that thing. Yeah. I think that's the best
yeah,
risk mitigator.
yeah, but you have to understand that risk and acted decisively to augment is part of survival is very important. So that mental habit of thinking dispassionately about facts and figures,
Hmm.
about trade-offs between risk and reward, and the paramount importance of simply avoiding catastrophe.
Yeah.
That is much to explain how the savviest investor lived long and peacefully, and he prosper himself.
Correct. Correct.
So that is the scenario.
Hmm.
And in terms of risk management, one needs to
Yeah.
understand that.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Anuj. I think it was great talking to you and
Thank you.
also understanding about the Taurus fund, the ethical fund, and also how what your philosophy is, and a lot of other things which you have shared. So thank you so much. I think it's been great. Also for my audience, it'll be great for them to understand about this fund. And I'm sure we'll catch up again in the coming months and years. And it'll be great for us to see how we progress.
Thank you for the opportunity, Natishji, and anything whenever you require my presence on your podcast, I love to be there.
Sure, sure, sure. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.